Harrison here. This one I'm actually going to do a little bit of talking because in the other ones they were just point of view water gun fights. But been here in Thailand now 1 month, actually over 1 month now. I got here April 11th and today is the May 20th. It's taken me a little bit of time to make this video, but I moved into this place the end of April 30th actually. It's called the Stella Ekimai. Pretty cool area, pretty cool place. I really enjoy it. I actually ended up getting this place because it's the only place that allowed up to 30 kilogram dogs. So that is important to me because I have my dog back in the States that I have to go back and get her. But that was one of the biggest things for me looking for a place, is finding a place that I could have my dog. So that's pretty awesome that I was able to find it, because everyone told me I wouldn't be able to find a place with a dog that big unless I went townhome. But one of the real estate agent ladies I was working with, she was able to talk and find this place. So some clips of the place. Pretty cool. Before I came in here, it was pretty much a wreck. I don't know if it was unoccupied for a while or something like that, but wallpaper was all messed up, little, visual minor damage here and there. Before I moved in, they actually came and cleaned up, put all new wall coverings on, new wallpaper that you'll see in the videos, clips I have. I mean, at least they were able to clean it up for me. I'm making this my home for a year now, so excited to be here, excited to explore the city for the next year at least. I'll probably plan to stay in Bangkok here for a while and then maybe travel to another city, maybe live out there, maybe by one of the beaches for a bit. But one of my big plans to do is spend part of the year in Japan. So I love Japan, been there 5 times now. I really enjoy it. People are always like, why didn't you move to Japan? Why didn't you move to Japan? I don't know. I had a draw of wanting to experience Thailand. It's just such a different vibe than, the US and Japan. So I'm really excited to really dig in deep. I have been digging in deep, eating a lot of local foods, meeting a lot of cool people out and about. The Thai people are so friendly. It's just such a great place. It's such a different life than what I had in America. Hearing about political things all the time and all this stuff, and then I've been here and kind of out. I don't know what's going on in the US really, other than what my parents said and stuff like that. I have my American phone. I have to go back to the US when I get my dog, go back to the US, get rid of my phone, and then I have to sell my truck, still got my truck in the US. So got to get that going. That's the next big hurdle I have going on. So my next step here is, I don't have my visa here yet, but I'm planning to do my DTV. I'm gonna stop in Taiwan, do my DTV visa. So that's the next on the agenda on my way to America. I'm gonna stop in Taiwan and take care of that. So then I don't have to worry. 5-year DTV visa, it's like an expat visa. I'm able to do my work online now. I was very hands-on with my business before, so running it online now is quite different, but doable. It's just a shift I have to get used to, change timing. My business is in Dallas, Texas, so having the 12-hour difference, it kind of makes it's kind of a difficult thing to get used to the time here. If you go out all day long, checking out restaurants, food, all the other stuff, and then try to come back home and work, it's kind of hard sometimes. But most of my work I've just been doing texting, filling out invoices, estimates, all through my phone, so it hasn't been that bad. Yeah, it's something to get used to. I'll get used to it. But I really wanted to start this channel and do this stuff. I spent so much time in the US watching YouTube, travel vlogs, food vlogs, all that. So I wanted to, since I watch it all the time, might as well do it myself. A lot of people are doing it. People really enjoy watching videos like that and sharing experiences. So I want to do the same thing. So this place I actually pay 18,500 Thai baht. So that's around 550 bucks a month. But I am in like a really nice building here in Ekimai, which is a really nice area. So what I pay is probably cheap, on the cheap end here. I got really lucky because the one place I wanted, it wasn't even online for rent or anything like that. Just right time, right place, was able to secure this place. So pretty stoked about that. You know, Tonglo Street is the next street over. So, I mean, there's a lot to do in this area. I am kind of far from the BTS line, but they do have a shuttle that runs, I think, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Takes you to the BTS line, and then obviously from there you can get around most of the city pretty easy. I mean, my favorite is the motorbikes. Motorbikes, very convenient, cheap. I'm usually paying, I can go, you know, anywhere on the Sukhumvit line for about 50 baht or less. So, I mean, that's really not that bad. I'll show you what that translates to USD right here. But really not that bad. Food here is very quiet. I mean, there's a huge range. Like, you can either pay for US price food at nicer places. Western food is usually up there. It just depends where you're eating. It's gonna kind of correlate back to the US. It just depends. But most of the time I eat, like today, I went and ate lunch, 60 baht. So really not that expensive, not that bad. As long as you're eating Thai food here is obviously the way to go price-wise if you're looking for something like that. But I mean, honestly, I've eaten at other places. I have to say the street food is probably the better of the food that I've had here. So, and it's the cheapest. So, I mean, why, you know, go to a more fancy place for whatever food when you can have just as good of food on the street? Obviously, if you're going for, you know, the atmosphere and stuff like that, that's cool. But if you're just trying to eat, I mean, might as well go eat with something that's good. So far, it's been pretty easy for me to adjust out here. I'm used to traveling a lot, so for most people, it's probably a culture shock to come out here and live. But for me, it's kind of the lifestyle that I've gotten used to over the last couple years of traveling through Asia. So, I mean, I haven't really been to that many places. I've been to the Philippines, Japan, here, so not many places, but the typical lifestyle pace of life is kind of the same sense, but culturally different manners. Pretty used to that, so it's not hard for me to set in and be a part of, you know, the community here. I've only talked to some other foreigners in passing. I've actually seen a lot of YouTubers that I follow. I mean, I didn't really talk to them. I just come up and say what's up. It's pretty funny that, you know, being here in that short of a time, you run into all those people. I mean, Bangkok's a pretty big city, and I've been to Pattaya, obviously from other videos you've seen. It's a pretty small city, or big city, but you know, you can run into everyone here. So I think that's pretty cool. But met some foreigners and stuff. Me and my buddy also moved out here at the same time as me. He's in my videos also. A lot of those communities say, oh, you know, come to our meetups, come to blah, 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 da, 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 which would probably be cool and stuff like that. But I've been trying to set in here locally and live like a local, I guess. So, I mean, it's probably cool. Probably will end up doing something like that eventually. But if you hang with the foreigners and stuff all the time, you kind of, I think, skip out on some of the stuff here. But, you know, if I'm out and stuff like that, you know, always say hi, all that kind of stuff. It's cool to hear other people's stories, where they are from, if they're moving here or visiting, stuff like that. And then, you know, a lot of people, you say, oh, you know, I just moved out here, got my condo, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, so, you know, so jealous of you, blah, 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 must be having the best time. Yeah, I am having the best time. Super relaxing here. And also, I've done some cooking here. I have a pretty small kitchen that you saw from the clip. So my place here, 35 square meter. Old place, my old condo I was renting was in Dallas, Texas, is 75 square meter. So a little bit of a difference there. But, I mean, I'm good with the place. I mean, for how often you hang out here, I mean, you have somewhere to sit, hang out on a couch, to sleep. Most of the time you want to be out there doing stuff, exploring different areas, seeing different things, meeting up with my friends. So, I mean, there are some days that I like to chill back, watch the projector. I got the projector in the bedroom, and chill out too. Because, you know, for a long time there in Dallas working, it was like nonstop, 10-hour days, 12-hour days. So to get off of that strain of work and then come in here and do a lot less work, been, I mean, a lot nicer. I do wish I already had my dog, because I have a lot of time to spend time with her. I did in the US, but, you know, I had doggy daycare and stuff like that. because I want to be alone during the times I was working. So it'll be nice to have her here, hang out with her, be able to go do things with her. Super excited for that. And I'm going to do a video of me doing that move with her from the US to here, and the process of paperwork and stuff like that. Also, when I go do my DTV visa in Taiwan, document that too, so you guys can see the process of that and what you need to do for that if you guys want to do the same thing. I know people are saying, why don't I do it here? Why blah blah blah? I mean, you can do it here. You have to work with an agency. I'm sure you know preparation fees, stuff like that. I mean, I have nothing else going on, so I can prepare the documents myself. And I've just heard that it's easier to do it through Taiwan, probably because the visa office or the Thai embassy there is probably a lot less flow going on than here locally. So I'm sure it's probably easier to do that. So we're gonna try it out. How I got out here originally was Google Flights. I haven't really told people how to go through everything else. You know, I'll give you the gist of it real quick. Obviously, you can just go to the Google search bar, type in, you know, to and where, say from Dallas to here, do a search, and then it'll come up in the little search area. And then what's really nice about this is that when you click into it, say you want to do a round trip, I usually just do one way. You do one way through, and then you can go to the price calendar, and the calendar will pop up and it'll show you the different prices. So you can really choose when you want to go, what the price is, and you can go through the months and see, oh, it's cheaper here or cheaper there. That's how I always fly out here, very, you know, cheaply. I forgot what I paid. Maybe I'll add it in if I can find it to get out here, but I mean, it wasn't much. I want to say it was only like $400 or something like that, but I did the flight through LA. I stopped in LA. I went from Southwest, so Dallas to Southwest, because I brought 2 big bags is all I brought out here, and a small carry-on, and my backpack is all I brought this time around. I'll probably bring more when I go back, but Southwest obviously the 2 free bags, because what can really burn you when you come out here is your bags. So I mean, if you have to pay for those big bags, if they're on the heavy end, they're gonna burn you on that money. So those 2 bags, I think they had to be around 50 pounds is the max there. So I actually bought a scale. It's like a bag scale to actually get it right on the money. And when I went to the airport, it was right on the money, whatever I measured out to be. So that saved me a ton of money coming out here with stuff. Pretty awesome. But Southwest, obviously 2 bags free. And then from there, we fly China Airlines to Taiwan, which also had free 2 bags and a carry-on. So I didn't have to pay for my bags again. And then obviously from Taiwan to Bangkok, same airline, didn't have to pay. So that was really awesome. It really made it worth it to look at what airline you're going with and see what their perks are. Because I mean, if you have to start paying for, you might find a cheap flight and then you'll be like, oh, I have to pay for a bag. And then if you're overweight on your bag, you might be paying $200 just for your bag. Do that a couple times, that's the price of your ticket again. But I mean, if money's not an issue, go for it, you know. But me personally, I'd rather spend my money on, you know, experiences, things, not really material things, but more on experiences. So I try to save money where I can with stuff like that, because I know that money can be spent somewhere else or a future trip. Because I'm planning to do a lot of traveling throughout Asia, because I haven't been to South Korea, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, even down to Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia. I still haven't been to Bali. So I'll do videos of all that stuff. I'm pretty excited to do that. I'm gonna do food, street food, restaurants, travel vlog, and then kind of give you guys an update kind of like this of how life's going along the way. So currently on a tourist visa, I am allowed to be here for 60 days. And then after that, I have to renew for 30 days. And then you can travel in and out of the country, 2 land crossings, 2 air crossings. And then just here in May, Thailand has made new requirements for foreigners coming in. You have to do an online visa, so you need to think about that before you guys coming out here too. The requirements aren't bad. I think you have to have $500 USD in your bank account to now travel here, but I think they put that in place because a lot of foreigners are probably coming out here with probably no money. They were stuck out here, so I'm not sure what the whole story is about that, but I just saw that passed May 1st. So foreigners have to do that for entering now, to do that requirement. It's online. I don't know the exact site. Maybe I'll find it and I'll put it down here for you guys. But yeah, you have to do that now before you come in. And then, of course, everyone asks, do you miss the US? Do I miss the US? What's something I miss about the US? Mexican food. Well, actually, Texas doesn't even have the best Mexican food compared to like California that, you know, I grew up on. But I do miss tacos. Texas breakfast tacos. That's one thing that is missing in my life here, and I haven't been able to find. But I mean, I guess I could do it myself. I mean, they have, you know, you can get tortillas at the store that look pretty good, Mexican seasonings and stuff like that. If I had all my seasoning stuff, then I can make it. That is one thing I miss, breakfast tacos. It's a real Texas thing. If you're not from Texas, obviously you won't see the big draw to breakfast tacos, but it's a big part of our life out there. Oh yeah, a little background about me personally. Originally from Southern California. I went to school in Oregon, and in Oregon to University of Oregon. Also did trade school up there, carpentry. And then I went to Dallas, Texas with my old employer. I worked for a big general contractor doing commercial builds. They moved me out to Texas in 2016 to do a data center. Worked out there for a couple years. And then I went to Europe for 6 months, traveled around, did 13 countries. And then I came back to the US. My old employer wanted me to go to Albuquerque for 5 years, and I didn't want to do that job. So I decided to go back to Texas, started my own business, construction business, and I've ran that ever since. Been really good. Now, being over here, I obviously have to step back in my role of work and just run my subcontractors. I don't have anyone I personally works for, just me. So I have, you know, contracted handyman, plumber, tile guys, you know, you name it, I got it all. So I've been running that work only from far. So it's been good, but I used to do all my own service work for my company, commercial residential service work. Do miss doing that time to time, but I do enjoy being here and just chilling. That was one of the biggest things for me when I first got here, for like, you know, those workaholics out there, is calm down, sit down, and, you know, do nothing. That's, I think, pretty hard for some people. I mean, it's hard for me. But now, you know, I've gotten more into the flow of being in that lifestyle. So I think YouTube and stuff like that, doing these videos will help me get that back. But yeah, it's been interesting not doing anything. I mean, setting up, you know, getting little things for my condo and stuff like that kept me busy, and traveling around. I mean, I kind of have the gist of the city already from the other 2 times prior I've been here, but it's been a good change. One of the big reasons why I wanted to come out here is to enjoy more of my personal life. In Dallas, I feel like I was working too much. I didn't really have much time to see family or anything like that because I just, you know, buried myself into work. It's nice to now enjoy life and be able to do the things I like to do. I really love to travel. It's one of my biggest things that I really love to do. And obviously now I get to do those outlets here through YouTube, and be living out here, I'll be able to do more of those travel vlog kind of things that I've been wanting to do. So super excited about that. So I've always wanted to do. So super stoked for what the future holds and my future travels videos that I'm going to be doing for you guys. Also, please, in the comments, do you guys ever have any questions about this transition, any of these things that have been going on for me? Please put them down there. I would love to answer back for you guys. I'll give you guys little tips. If you guys ask a question, I can try to help you out. Please do that down below. And then also, please subscribe and like this video. I want to keep being able to do stuff for this. Support would, you know, help bring it a long way. I mean, I think at the time of this video, I only have 12 subscribers. 12, not that many. But I mean, we're on the path going. One of my videos though, 18K. That's pretty good, I think. I only have my 4 videos. I mean, all Songkran videos, but having that, hopefully this one will be able to beat that view, that viewed score. So let's make it happen.